Susanne Dupes, Senior Communications Specialist. I started at UCOR in June of 2019, so coming up on 5 years. First as a staff aug and then more recently as a UCOR employee. So out of college, I had a degree in journalism and English from college, and I got into that. I was actually going to be a doctor, but math and science, and yeah. So I started working at the campus radio station, WTTU, reading the news, actually clipping it out of the newspaper and reading it. But I liked being on the radio. I was a disc jockey for a time, so I switched over to journalism, and then I was a journalist for radio stations and newspaper in the area for a long time, and then eventually switched over to PR and communications. I worked for a time at the Department of Energy's Office of Scientific and Technical Information here in Oak Ridge, and I was on the staff of the International Energy Agency's program. I was on the operating staff. And what I loved so much about that job was we had 18 member countries, and every year we would go to one of the member countries to host a meeting. So I got to go to Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Austria, Australia, South Korea, France, Spain. I loved that job. After that, I worked for Knox County Mayor Mike Ragsdale, but then after that, for about 8-9 years, I had my own company. But I wasn't really doing communications per se. I was developing and presenting management courses on how to deal with conflict and how to build trust and the DISC assessment that we've done in-house. So I developed a series of courses that I presented to the Roane County Alliance and several other places. So before my husband died, we were married for about 35 years. We have a daughter and also a goddaughter who's like our second daughter. She's a year older than my daughter. So the goddaughter has 4 children, all who call me Grandma, and then my daughter has a little boy. And so I've got, in essence, 5 grandchildren, and they are the joy of my life. Between the grandchildren and Christmas, and recently gotten into Legos. So I love to build Legos, and when my husband was alive, we did a lot of video gaming, Kingdom Hearts and things like that, board games, but I just like to have fun. I love working here at UCOR. We've got such a great team, in our communications department. It makes the job a lot of fun.